Hey guys, how's it going? It's Amanda. Today we're going to talk about beginner smart home tech. I'll also show you how you can secure your smart home devices thanks to our video sponsor, Trend Micro. A lot of times people get a new smart speaker for a gift, or right now they've been giving them away like crazy, like an Echo Dot or a Google Home Mini. Like if you sign up for some kind of new service, I've been seeing those go around a lot. So that's kind of a good starting point for most people. Now, if you don't know if you want a Google Home or an Amazon Echo, you definitely should do a little research and kind of look into what things are compatible with them. Some things are compatible with both, and that is really great. But if there's something you want, say you want a Ring doorbell or you want a Nest doorbell, you definitely need to see which of the things that you may want down the road so you can help decide which service you want to use for your voice assistant. Now, either way, starting off, I would suggest either a Nest Mini, which you can pick up for $35 on sale from $50, or an Echo Dot, which also is $35 right now off of $50. But if you know which service you want, you can go ahead and pick up a better speaker. You can even pick up something like the Sonos One. It has both Alexa and Google built into it, which is fabulous. But until then, it's just good to keep your investment low until you decide. The next item I have is a very beginner item, but it's something I still continue to use all the time, but it's smart plugs. You can get them in many different styles, from regular plugs to power strips, but what this does is it allows you to turn something very basic into a smart device. So like a lamp, you can plug it in here. There's a button on the side that you can control it with. That's also how you help set it up to put it into pairing mode. The power strip's a little more advanced. You can control all these different areas individually, so that's really great. There's one thing important to know about using smart plugs. Here I have a hair straightener and a curling iron. These are both plugged in, but they're not hot and ready to go at all times. You actually have to manually press the button to turn them on. Some coffee pots are like that. Some fans are like that. Some things are always on. Now, if you unplug it and plug it back in and it's still on, then those will work great to turn on or off. But some devices like these that have to be manually punched every time will only turn off. But for me, the safety of knowing that I can turn those devices off if I accidentally left them on is just wonderful. The next item comes from today's video sponsor, Trend Micro. This is their home network security, and it's this little device that you plug into the wall and you plug it into your Ethernet directly into your router, and it is going to filter everything going in and out of your home, any of your connected devices. So basically, it's like a firewall and kind of like a virus protector for every single thing that you have going on. So anything you have plugged in is being filtered. Everything that's going in and out of it is all automatically going to be stopped from any kind of attacks or any strange things going on. Now, this is all controlled from your phone. So here is a screenshot of what the app looks like. You can see all the devices that are on your network, and you can kind of go in and see what these things are doing and kind of control them or turn them off at any given time. And there's even things you can do like parental controls. So you can say that my child has to stop at 10 p.m. and they're secretly trying to sneak their internet or something like that. You can go in and shut that down. There's even the option to control if they're using adult rated like apps or any kind of things that you want to control the content that they are using. That is definitely something you can take control of. Another thing it shows you is a breakdown of your internet usage. So for the last 7 days, I've used 73 gigabytes. You can see there for a while there's a big dip. My internet went out. I was having major issues. But during that time, the only thing that was really working was my Apple TV. It somehow managed to use the most data. I think we tend to use it a lot anyways. But just another thing that you can kind of see what's going on. And it does work with Alexa. I think this is a great device for anybody that's on the internet. We just seen Jeff Bezos' phone get hacked. Guys, it can happen to any of us. But I definitely feel a little bit safer knowing that something is scanning and watching and going through all these steps to protect my home and my security. Okay, so after your smart plugs, the next device I would try to pick up is some kind of a smart connected light bulb. Now, this can be something as simple as a white light that just goes on and off. You can have different hues of white, and you can even do colors, which you're seeing here. You can get strips, all kinds of different things. But I think you could test out using a lamp and using the smart plug, but then after that, upgrade to something like a light bulb. And this is so much easier than using like a light switch. They have so much more control, and you don't have to do any kind of wiring. But here you have a candle feature using my LifeX bulbs. There's 2 bulbs in this lamp here. Normally there's 3, but long story short, I'm only using 2 right now. But here's different themes and colors that you can do. But having all these colors is totally not necessary. But I love having the ability to turn lights on or off, especially when I'm gone, or make it look like I'm there, and the ability to dim them as well. So the next item I suggest is a smart doorbell. If you don't want a smart doorbell, maybe a camera, something like a Nest camera is really easy to do. There's even Wise cameras that are $20 or less than that you can pick up, or even something like the Google Home Hub. It has a camera built in that you can look in at on anytime for something like a security type of device. It'll also give you specific news or info or playlists based on you standing in front of the camera, so it views you. And there's so many things you can do, voice calls and video calls and things like that. But as far as doorbells, I have the really old Ring doorbell, the first one that they ever came out with. My home's an older home, so it never had a doorbell wired up, so we just charged this with the micro USB port on the back here. And they say it works a little bit slower because it's using battery instead of just always being at ready, but it works great. I've also used the Nest camera in my home, but it's up to you. You pick whichever cameras you want, but I personally really like the Ring ones for several different reasons. Like this stick-up cam, again, it's an older version, but is running off of solar panels, so I don't have to get up in a high-up place and try to charge it. It's always being charged by the solar panels, but their subscription service is so much cheaper than the others that it's really great at only $10 a month or $100 a year, and I've been very happy with Ring. And the last beginner item I have for you is a smart dryer sensor. So if you don't want to invest in like all these brand new Samsung or LG washers and dryers that are smart connected, but this little sensor just magnetically sticks inside of your dryer, and then you use your app, and you can see it's trying to connect right now, so it says updating. But if we look over on the right hand side in the green portion, it's going to say that my clothes are damp, and it's still trying to sense everything else that's going on. It takes just a little while. Now it says dryer is running, and if we give it just a little more time at the top, it says the temperature is 64 degrees Fahrenheit. And what this device does is it lets you know the current condition of your dryer. It doesn't start it or stop it. You have to manually still go control it, but it lets you know if your clothes are still damp, so you can go and restart it so they're not musty the next day. Or it'll let you know if your clothes are dry, so you can go turn it off so it's just not running up your electric bill. So if you guys need some more ideas of different things you can do, or want to kind of get some ideas of things that can be done, you can definitely check out my channel. I have some other videos on more advanced things. I have many different connected devices, and I'm adding to them all the time, so make sure you hit that subscribe button to stay tuned for the latest items. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Hit that thumbs up button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.